Hello everyone, and welcome to another Fox Plays. Today I'm going to fill up the hole. This is a nice little game that a friend of mine gifted me. And it's just $3. It's a clicker-esque type thingy. I already beat it. I already actually 100%ed it in 5 hours. So let's just go and start a new game, and I'll briefly talk about it. So there's a hole that gives money when trash is thrown into it. There's trash. There's the hole. Ignore this. And I can take the trash, put it in, and I get $2. I also can do just fling this somewhere towards orbit and it gets me money, but I can automate this with peons. Let's spawn a peon. Yes, there is some stuff, and now I can build things. To get more peons I need houses, so let's do the RTS thing, get more peons. But how to get more trash? Well, now there's another build spot, and I can build a factory. I can also pick up the peons. You can do evil things with the peons, but so be careful. There's a factory incorporated. I can put a worker in it. And then it starts producing trash. Every building also has a little QuickTime event. I'll show you only this, because they are actually quite fun to figure out. To see them, to figure out what they do. But don't worry, later in the game tells you what it wants you to do, if you don't figure it out on your own. It's actually part of the story. This game does have story. It's not a big story, but it's a cute story. And getting the good... This has two endings, a good and a bad ending. And getting the good ending is actually not that simple, which surprised me on my first playthrough. So, yeah. Definitely give it a try. Now, as you just saw, I can upgrade my buildings. This gives it better stats. Usually every second upgrade gives another floor to the building, which you can see here, which then allows the building to operate more efficient. Some buildings also produce pollution, which is wonderful because it gives us more trash. Yes, commentary. And we do want more trash. Other upgrades, like this one, give the trash more value. So now, each time one of these white trash bubbles gets thrown in, I get $2 Enos. If I throw this one in, this gives me 3. This bright pinkish one. So, beautiful. We want better trash. So now, when I look at it, it gives us slight green trash. How much is that worth? 3. Neat. So, let's wait for a bit of money. And I want to upgrade this. Now this is the second floor, and it has another workspace. Each worker just makes more trash each cycle. So now the factory produces 2 trash per cycle. And all the trash is slightly green because the trash is upgraded. It's more expensive. each time you do the minigame thingy, the trash that's output gets doubled. So I do want to upgrade this one more time, and I do want 2 more peons, because now the hole is full. And now is earthquake time. This resets everything. It destroys all my buildings. It removes my money. But 75% of the money I used to build buildings gets converted into trash. And I get this, a blue shard. This little worker is working hard to move the blue shard over there. So I'm going to let him. Let's build a house. Upgrade it. You just saw that these pips here went red. That's because these denominate worker without housing. And worker without housing are not as happy as worker with housing. You see, he was just smiling and he lost his smile. Peons must enter houses and then they leave happy. So let's build a factory. Upgrade it, give it a guy. Upgrade it again, give it a second guy. So, now, just as before, not quite. We have this blue shard and this appeared. There's a tech tree. And if I zoom out, there's quite a bit of space on this tech tree thingy. And they did funny things with the tech tree. And you need these blue shards to unlock the blue nodes. You need orange shards, which come from destroyed buildings. To unlock orange nodes, you need money to unlock the yellow nodes, and you need research points to unlock the pink nodes. And research points you get from the research lab. These are my 3 base buildings. There's something about rock, and here are 3 new buildings. The research lab, power, and a compressor. So this is where the durability comes in. Each structure has a durability value. This goes down, usually 1 per extra worker. So if I let's upgrade this factory, well, or not. This factory loses 1 durability per cycle. If I upgrade it once more, it'll lose 2 durability per cycle. Let's get 2. There it says I have a quest ready. And this game also has quests. Most of them are rather easy. They're just like obtain this, obtain that, trigger that, have a building be used 1,000 times as such. Also, we have this rock here. We can put a worker in it, and they'll start chucking down this rock. And this is how I get new building spaces. Because right now I'm rather cramped. Cramped for space. Let's upgrade this, give it a 3rd guy, and you see it goes down now by 2. Because it is the base thing, and then I have 2 extra working peons in there. But the trash also gets more valuable. So now I have darker green things. But also you can throw your peons. Don't throw your peons around if you don't intend to. Bad things can happen. So, and that's basically the game. With different new buildings, you get synergy bonuses if you pair up the right buildings next to each other. And you need to think about trash output and trash movement. There's this catapult. Let's build it. Upgrade it twice. Gets a second catapult. And now the peons, instead of hurling the trash into the hole, the peons will now bring the trash to the catapult, and it'll shoot the trash into the hole. Also, you saw the rock crumbled, and I get another one of these orange shards, which will get thrown in there. I also got one from the factory that just broke apart. There's another building space. And I have 2 of these. Now I could research some of these. Like this scales well, because now I get two orange pieces per rock that is destroyed, and there is only a finite number of rocks. There are a lot of them, but it's a finite number, so getting this first is useful. Also, let's get more peons. Yes, I can upgrade that completely. Should upgrade the factory, and yeah. That is mostly the game. If you want to, you can just leave it running and have your peons do all the work. Just either resetting the buildings manually, or there are ways to make the buildings virtually indestructible, but you have to figure that one out. So after that, it's a real idle game. Or you can go around and have it a not very idle game. Have it an active clicker with the little mini games, with manual trash collection, with poking the clouds, which you should do over the hole and not over your thing. So yeah. It's a cute little game, it's cheap, and it is deeper than I initially thought. So, go buy it, go play it. See you next time, everyone. Goodbye.